The Dell McGee era is officially on the clock. He held his first practice as head coach at GSU earlier today. The Panthers started spring ball weeks ago when their former head coach, Sean Elliott, was still here. He's since left to be tight ends coach at South Carolina. For McGee, guys, it's been a whirlwind. He came here, hired his coaching staff, now he's practicing, so he hasn't had time to ease into things. It's more like jumping into it.
I hadn't had time to lean on too much anybody, so it's been kind of figure it out. So really hadn't had time to call. I text Coach Smart actually 2 days ago. He didn't return my text, but I'm sure he's busy too.
After 20+ years of coaching football, McGee has a college program all to himself. After watching and learning how so many others do it, including Kirby Smart at UGA, here's the one thing he couldn't wait to do. Or not do. Not have that bullhorn. You know, Coach Smart has a microphone at practice, and that was one thing I said I wasn't going to do, so I may need one because I'm a little hoarse. I can kind of see why he had it, but that's probably the only thing, and there's no punt there. And Coach McGee told us his players seem to be handling the transition just fine. He has an open door policy, so do his coaches, so players can come in, they can chat. He wants his players to have a voice and be well connected. That's one way to do it. Reporting from Center Parc Stadium, Emily Gagnon, Atlanta News First.
This always happens. Okay.
It does.
That's why this is the best time of the year. Go ahead, tear up those brackets because they're busted. Down goes 3-seed Kentucky against 14th-seeded Oakland. It's the biggest upset of day one in the first round, and the best part, guys, we still have to get through day 2 of the first round. The Wildcats lost by 4, 80-76 was the final. UK hasn't advanced past the second round of the NCAA Tournament in 5 years. You better believe John Calipari's future in Lexington will be questioned in the days to come. He just wrapped up his 15th season with the Cats. It's been 10 years since they reached the Final Four, and that's the expectation every year at Kentucky. Oakland's now in the running to be this year's Cinderella story. It's just their 4th appearance in the Big Dance and first since 2011. It was Kentucky's 185th. So where is Oakland? I had to look it up. Auburn Hills and Rochester Hills, Michigan. Day 1 of the first round of the NCAA Tournament is winding down. It continues tomorrow at noon on Atlanta News First. In the pros, the Hawks are wrapping up their 5-game West Coast trip tonight at the Suns. They've gone 1-3 so far. Let's check in on them now. Second quarter here, 40-39 Suns on top when DJ steals it, goes coast to coast, and watch this finish. Dunk you very much. Later, DJ to Cece. Doing work right here. Clint Capella. Nice. 54-50 Suns at last check. The Suns were still up 119-110 with about 3 minutes to play. After winning 2 matches in a row, Atlanta United is back at it Saturday in Toronto. They don't have a road win yet, so they have the opportunity to get it done this weekend. The club has a new addition after center back Stian Gregerson injured his meniscus in Sunday's win over Orlando City. Forward Daniel Rios joins the club on loan from Chivas out of Mexico. The 29-year-old forward is familiar with MLS after playing almost 200 matches with Charlotte and Nashville. Rios missed the preseason, so his adjustment period will need to be accelerated. Manager Gonzalo Pineda has expectations for his newest player.
Some energy, some professionalism. I have heard a lot of good things about him on a personal side, and then of course he will continue competing for a spot as everyone else, and when he's on the field I expect scoring some goals.
I expect it too, so do fans. All right, guys, traditionally, Georgia Tech has a strong golf program. Last season, Tech made an improbable run to the finals. The Yellow Jackets came up just short against Florida. Now their biggest piece or best player is back for the 2024 campaign. Senior Crystal Lamprecht is ranked the 2nd best NCAA golfer by the PGA Tour. The South African native was ranked #1 just a few weeks ago. Lamprecht won low amateur at the Open last summer. That means he'll play in the Masters next month. He told us Tech was always his #1 option when it came to college.
This is kind of the mecca of golf in America, so for me, I've always wanted to cover college golf, and it so happened to be that our head coach here at Georgia Tech is spent 2 or 3 years of his life in South Africa and kind of knows where I'm from, and so that helped a lot. And I mean, the program's amazing, Georgia Tech's amazing, great school, so it was a pretty easy decision for me.
All right, guys, the Atlanta Vibe took care of business tonight, beating Orlando. The match was on Peachtree Sports Network. 3 more to go. That extends their winning streak to 6. They'll look to make it 7 against Columbus Sunday. We're right back.